Hey everyone. I want to talk to you about the story of Lazarus. I recently went and seen the movie Son of God, and it was one of the stories that they showed there of Jesus bringing Lazarus from the dead, and it's so much in that. I've read that story, but something about kind of seeing it before me spoke a lot to me. Now, if you're not familiar with the story, Lazarus was the brother of Mary and Martha. And Jesus had been traveling, and Lazarus had fallen ill. And the word was given to Jesus that Lazarus has fallen ill. Please come, Jesus. And it says in his word that Jesus loved Lazarus, and he loved Mary, and he loved Martha. But he didn't go right away. And in fact, in John chapter 11, verse 4, it says, when Jesus received the message, he said, "This sickness is not to end in death, but on the contrary, it is to honor God and to promote his glory, that the Son of God may be glorified through it." Already in that moment, Jesus was already glorifying God. He was saying that this is going to glorify God. He didn't look at this and say, oh man. And I love that he says, this will not end in death. Well, then Jesus shows up, and Mary and Martha, he finds news that Lazarus, in fact, is dead, and they're crying, oh, if you only would have come sooner. But you see, the thing is before Jesus said this would not end in death. But the world looked at it and said, he's dead, he's a goner. But we don't operate by the world, we operate by faith. And faith said, Jesus said, this will not end in death. Jesus walked up to that tomb covered in rocks. So it says Lazarus had been dead for some time now. And he said, take the stone down. And they said, oh, Master, please, no. The stench, the odor. It's not what you want to get into. And he's saying, Jesus said, take down the stones. See, so many of us have taken that heart of ours and we think it's dead and there's no more life in it. And Jesus is saying, take down the stone, let me in there. And we're saying, oh no, Lord, it's so dead in there. It's so dead. And the smell is terrible. And he is saying, I said this won't end in death, let me in. And what he did is when that stone was removed, he spoke, he said, and I want to go now to John chapter 11, verse 42, and it said, yes, I know you always hear and listen to me. Jesus is talking to God, but I have said this on account of how and for the benefit of people standing around. See, he was saying it out loud so people could hear him, so that they may believe that you did send me, that you have made me your messenger. And when he said this, he shouted with a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. And Lazarus, he came out, and he was not dead, because Jesus said this would not end in death. Jesus is calling forth those broken parts of you, those dead parts of you. And he's saying, come forth, because he's going to bring them back to life, because in his word it says, it will not end in death. You got to believe that. You got to believe that those parts of you that the world has shied away from, that has been in the dark, in a tomb for a long time, those don't scare your Jesus. And he's telling you, let me remove the stone so I can call forth the healing. And I believe that whatever it is, even the darkest spots in you, you have to believe what he said. Because we don't operate by the facts of this world. We operate by faith. And Jesus says this will not end in death. We will glorify the Lord. I pray this encourages you and blesses you and lets you know that nothing you've done, nothing you will do is ever too far gone for your Lord, for your Jesus, to heal, to fix, to work on, to mend, to call forth and bring life. God bless you.